Hey, what's up everybody, it's your boy Far here, and today I'm going to go through each weapon in the Back 4 Blood beta. I'm going to tell you which one is good in each class, and I'll also give you my ideal loadout. So let's start off with some melee weapons. So here we have 4. We have the hatchet, the machete, the fire axe, and the bat. Off the bat, I could tell you that the bat is the worst. So look, we'll go here, that's 19.8, and I'm going to go in order. And right here, 19.8. Now I go with the machete because, you know, you're cutting them, the Ridden, and with the bat, yeah, you're hitting them in the head, but sometimes their head doesn't explode like the machete does. So now these two is a toss-up, but for sure the fire axe does the most damage. See, this is a 109. Then we'll go over here. 219. Now you have to also keep in mind how many swings it takes till you lose all your stamina. So if you have 219, this is how many swings it takes. About 7 swings. So let's try the hatchet. So about 10 swings. You got to choose on which one you would pick, but I would pick the fire axe because if there's like 3 Ridden in front of you and you swing once, you can hit all 3 of them at once. With the hatchet, it's a little bit smaller, but you can swing more. So my pick for melee weapon is the fire axe. So let's move on to the pistols. We'll go with the Beretta M9 first. So all those are 10.6. There was like 3 of them, I think. There's a 3-round burst. Yeah, 3 10.6. So next we're going to go with the Beretta M9. We just did the Beretta M9 burst. So this is the regular Beretta. See? So obviously you want to go with the 3-round burst over this one. Now let's check out the Glock 23 auto. You can just rat-a-tat-tat away. And then this one is just going to be 1 by 1. So obviously you want to go with the auto versions and the burst versions. So this one, this one. So next we're going to go to Desert Eagle. So obviously you see 95 for the firepower. This is 72. This is 90. I will always choose the Desert Eagle when it comes to pistols. Look. 48. Now we're going to go to M1911. 22.8. Keep in mind the magazine size. This has a total of 8. This has a total of 7. So you get an extra bullet on this one, but Desert Eagle is the winner. Well, let's show you the Magnum real quick. 37.5. 8 bullets. 37.5. I would still choose the Desert Eagle though. Golden. And then of course, you know, the only shotgun sidearm you can have in the game is the Belgian. And, you know, you can't really see how much damage it does. You gotta go like this. It's just a bunch of 15.6s and a 21 or a 26.9 in there somewhere. But it says right here that it's 115 firepower. Fortunately, these guns don't say the damage, but it just says the firepower. And then the Tech 9 is very underrated. This gun does 12.0. So let's do 12.0 times 20. And that's what you get. That's your damage output for this gun. And it's a sleeper. Like I said, for the pistol category, it's gotta be the Desert Eagle. For the sidearm category, because these are the only sidearms you could pick, it's a toss-up between the Desert Eagle and the Tech 9, honestly. But one of these two. I would say the Tech 9 because it's a Ridden Slayer right there for the common Ridden. Now let's move on to the submachine guns. We have the regular Uzi. 13.3, so 13.3 times 32. 18.3 times 19. And then the UMP 45. 24.4 times 20. So obviously this is going from weakest to strongest. But Vector is a sleeper. This is a big sleeper gun right here. 18.3. Redo it again. This is the MP5. 14.6. You see how, you know, this is better than this one. The Vector's better than the MP5 in my opinion. But the UMP45 thing shreds, honestly. So if it comes to the Uzi category, it has to go to UMP45. Next, we're going to do shotties, and there's a total of 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's start with this one first. TAC 14. Let's see. I see a 38 in there, and a bunch of 19.5s. Now, if we're going to compare, these are harder to calculate because the damage out numbers are everywhere, but this is 105 power, 95, 92, and 82. Next shotgun we're going to use is the A70 Express. 870 Express. See, that one's a little bit easier to see. So a bunch of 13.8s and a 27. $12, and 24. So this one's weaker. Which one is this one? Super 90 is weaker than the A70. And then we're going to go with the AA12. Now the AA12 is a sleeper. Just because of how fast it shoots. Look. And then the other ones, you know. It just gets slower and slower the more you go. And this one's only has 3 bullets, so it's a toss-up between the Super. This is like the Left 4 Dead shotty. This gun is real good compared to the AA12. That's how it shoots. But I think the Super 90 has to get it in this category. So next we're gonna go to the ARs. Let's go with the Scar first. 25.9. So about 319.8 for the M16, the AK-47, 24.2, and then the M4 carbine, 15.2. So we're gonna go with the ranch rifle, 29.3, and I think the M4 carbine is the best AR in this category with these ARs here. Next, I'm gonna go with snipers. 57.8, 10 shots for the M1A, and then the Phoenix 35-0L. 155.5, and that's only 5 shots. Now it all depends. Can you hit your shots? And that comes, like, that question is the biggest question with the Barrett, because this thing hits hard, but it reloads slow. So it's the highest damage sniper in the game. And it only has 5 bullets, but it reloads slow when you're getting, like, bombarded by Ridden. Now, if we're talking damage, then the Barrett M95 just wipes these out. And then the last two is, of course, the machine guns. And we have the M249. It's 80 bullets, 19.8. Then the RPK, 40 bullets, and it's 31. Now, when I reload these guns, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It takes 7 seconds to reload that. When I reload this one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It takes about 10 seconds to reload this. And when I play PvP, you know, I always pick up the LMG no matter which one it is. But the RPK seems to shred more. But of course, you gotta have to reload. You know, you have half the magazine size as the M249. So, you know, I would have to go with the M249 better than the RPK because that magazine size. So here are a couple of reload tips you can use in game. When you shoot and you reload, you can wait the regular reload time. But if you're getting bombarded by a Ridden, you can shoot, reload, and melee, and it'll continue to finish the reload animation, and you'll be fine. Or you can reload, and while the number on the bottom right goes up, you can switch your weapon and go back to the old weapon, and it'll reload with no animation. So watch. I'll reload, switch to my weapon, and I'm back to normal. That's way faster than shooting, reloading, and just waiting and waiting and waiting. So with shotguns, you can't do that method that I just showed because look, it doesn't reload all the way. But you can do the melee method where you shoot, reload, and while you melee, it reloads for you. So ideal if I had to pick a weapons loadout for Back 4 Blood, whether if it's PvE or PvP, I would pick the M249 light machine gun, and then I would pick the Tech 9 sidearm, just because I need, you know, that constant fire for the common Ridden, and then the light machine gun for the special Ridden. Now if you had this card right here, 2 is 1 and 1 is none, you can equip a primary weapon and your secondary slot, minus 25% swap speed. This card is used in versus as of right now. That's what I have it unlocked for. And if I had that card, then my loadout would be different, because then I would swap this Tech 9 for a Super 90. That way I have, you know, a machine gun here and then a Super 90 here. I can't do it in the shooting range because the cards are not equipped in the shooting range, but ideally I will have this shooting, and then when I have to reload or if I'm getting bombarded, I would switch to my Super 90 and just wreck and reload quick, because it has a fast reload speed. That's my loadout, and that's all I got for you guys for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. This is Alfaro signing out.